Steve. Republican leaders are reacting with a bit of shock to the fact that Democrats are considering Nancy Pelosi for another leadership position.
Well, if Democratic members in the House elect Nancy Pelosi as their leader, it's almost as if they just didn't get the message from the voters this election. I mean, this is the woman who really, I think, puts ideology first, and there have been no results for the American people, and that seems the direction they want to take again. It just doesn't make sense.
Here to debate are our Washington insiders, Robert Wiener, National Democratic Strategist and former senior staffer in the Clinton White House, and Emily Miller, the senior editor of Human Events and former communications director for Majority Whip Tom DeLay. Guys, thanks for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So there was lots of opinions expressed this weekend as whether she should stay or go. There's certainly precedent for a speaker that loses the majority to stay on in a majority leader role. Robert, what do you think? What's your opinion?
She's done a spectacular job of getting bills through. When people say there were no accomplishments, I don't know what you make of saving the auto industry, of saving the nation from losing 700,000 jobs a month, of Wall Street reform, financial institutions, of student loans that were being scooped up by commercial interests. And so you take all of this aboard, and you need someone who knows. And Nancy Pelosi told me that in 2006, when the Democrats were last in the minority, that we stopped the Republicans from privatizing and emasculating Social Security. We're going to have to do that again, and there's nobody better than Nancy Pelosi to make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, you could certainly say she's got another accomplishment under her belt, and that was, an historic loss in the House. And so, Emily, from your perspective, do you think that all those Democrats, I think we've got a graphic that shows how many were actually running against her or don't want her there. Many conservative Democrats who ran ads against her in the campaign actually lost. And so this is a chance for them to set the reset button with a new leader. But what do you think? Do you think they'll take it?
No, I mean, I think everyone in D.C. is shocked by this development. I mean, Nancy Pelosi has turned into the single white female of Capitol Hill. I mean, I think President Obama is going to find a boiled rabbit in the Oval Office soon. I mean, she will not go. The Democrats don't want her. Republicans don't want her. And I don't know why Robert says she has accomplishments. She's lost the House. It's her radical liberal leadership with cap and tax, with the stimulus bill, with Obamacare. She ran these things through Congress. She also did not extend the Bush-era tax cuts. So everyone's taxes are going to go up on January 1st because of Nancy Pelosi.
So, Emily,
she is so unpopular.
I think that's a good point. But, Robert, I want to ask you, in some ways, I mean, didn't she really achieve what President Obama asked her to do?
And what she wanted to do. You say Obamacare. That opposition to Obamacare, to health care, is a myth, because half of the opposition is people that wanted the bill to be stronger, not less. And
that's not true.
I think that,
of course,
and the polls are showing
that.
Why don't we give you the last word, Emily, on that?
Well, first of all, that's not true. Most Americans are against Obamacare because they're getting letters in the mail from their insurance premiums saying their insurance premiums are going up. So that's not true. And
that's an argument for the bill.
Yes, and Robert, yes, Nancy Pelosi definitely put Obama's agenda through Congress. The thing is, that's not what the American people want. That's why they put the Republicans back in charge of the House, to stop Obama and stop these liberal agenda items. And they stopped with Nancy Pelosi. And so Nancy Pelosi needs to go away. I mean, but, from the Republican standpoint, that's why the Republican Party now has higher Pelosi sign in front of their building.
Yeah, in some ways they want her to stay more than anyone. I'll have to leave it there. Thanks to both of you. Thanks for both of you coming on.
Thank
and we'll
you.
see what happens.
Thank you.
All right.